And we are live. What's up, guys? Galaxy's greatest, Austin Peffer and Shane DeVoe here. And we're here to talk about the NFL playoffs. We finally hit that time of year. First things first, now that the Galaxy's greatest pick'em is over, second place was a tie between myself and Mama Peffer. And your winner is none other than our very own Shane DeVoe. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. 12 straight weeks. It feels great.
Yeah, actually, this was actually my best year in terms of predicting as well. I didn't even have 100 losses, which to me is mind-boggling, but yeah, we both had some pretty stellar years. So,
My first good season. I just randomly played and I came up on top.
yep. So, you will be the recipient of the $20 gift card. Where would you like that gift card to be from?
Well, considering how we like football, we like sports, and there's a specific tournament coming up in March that I'm planning on watching. I'll say a Buffalo Wild Wings card.
How did I know? Well, alright, so a $20 Buffalo Wild Wings gift card is coming your way. But as of now, we are here to talk about the NFL playoffs. Before we get into it, let's go over a couple of interesting things that's been going on in the football world. Let's start with the Oakland Raiders firing Jack Del Rio. Bit of a surprise until word got out that it would be John Gruden coming back.
Potentially at first, because he all knew that. Of course, the Raiders had to go talk to everyone because of the Rooney rule. They have to talk to someone in the minority, which is I believe that they should have done. They should at least give someone a chance. But I understand it's John Gruden, and Gruden had a feeling that he was going to be given the call to come back. And ladies and gentlemen, he's back, people.
Yeah, it's believed to be 100 million 10-year deal.
Which is really good considering the next 2 years from now they're going to Las Vegas, which is going to be good.
Which, I mean, they want to give Oakland that last little hurrah before they leave. Which I'm definitely glad that they're at least going to do that, if anything. Let's see. So we have some other news. Controversy going on in New England right now. Another controversy, but this time it's more so against them, I guess, if you will. Yeah, Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, and Tom Brady, the big three in New England, butting heads a bit. It's been going on for a while, kind of quietly, and it's looking like Bill Belichick's going to be on his way out, and Patriots might be... It might not be the same Patriots come next season. I mean, let's look. Belichick wanted Garoppolo. He probably was going to start him this season. Robert Kraft wasn't having any of it. He wanted to protect his boy Tom Brady and may have shot himself in the foot. Belichick is one to hold grudges. He trades Garoppolo for just a second-round pick, was it? I think it was just a second-round pick.
Just one second-round pick, which could Garoppolo, after we've seen the last couple weeks, maybe the Patriots kind of got screwed.
He was saying if he was trading him for anything, he wanted a first-round pick, if not more. And it's evident why he wanted that first-round pick out of Garoppolo. But he's like, all right, trade you away for pennies. And heck, even Jacoby Brissett traded him away as well. You know, he's a solid. In my eyes, he's a solid starting quarterback in this league. He's like a Tyrod Taylor level. It's like, and now if Josh McDaniels, offensive coordinator, he might be a head coach somewhere soon. Matt Patricia, defensive coordinator, he may have that same fate. And now Bill Belichick, he might be out the door too, and leaving Robert Kraft with a 41-year-old Tom Brady.
And potentially now now 5 potential openings now for head coaches. There's rumored that Todd Haley might take a position since he's been in the history of a coach.
That's true.
He could potentially take it if given the chance.
Yeah, who knows with the Steelers on that level. Todd Haley, Mike Munchak, the offensive line coach as well. He might pick up. That would be a huge loss for the Steelers in my eyes. There's a lot of coaching vacancies. We have the retirement of Bruce Arians. Glad he got to go out.
I'm glad he did.
Yeah, on a high note.
Now come back to Pittsburgh and help Ben.
Yeah, it was his speeches were highly emotional. Let's see. Chuck Pagano finally out of Indianapolis. It's kind of 2 years too late, but better late than never, I guess. Let's see. Who else has vacancies now? Oh, yeah, the Lions getting rid of Caldwell, is it? Jim Caldwell? Yeah, that was kind of a shock to me, but I guess it had to happen. See, there's a couple
Jeff
more.
Fox.
Yeah, that's right.
John Fox. Sorry.
John Fox from Chicago. He's out the door. There's one more I'm missing here. I'm pretty sure I'm missing one more.
He'll come back to us later on, probably in the show.
Probably.
The announcing of the retirement for Carson Palmer. He had a great
Oh,
career, ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen. One of the best players that I have seen play in this game. He's not going to be. It's sad that he's not going to be a Hall of Famer. He's not based off statistics, but he had a great career in the NFL.
He really did. He really did. Let's see. Other headline news before we get into the playoffs.
Like Steelers Nation, Shazier has regained feeling in his legs.
That is very. I mean, not in terms of football, but just overall humanity. It's a great thing to hear. And of course, it's going to be a while before they can even speculate on a return to football. But just knowing that he's gaining feeling back in his legs and able to live that life he once did, it's great to hear. And best of luck to Ryan Shazier.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Hopefully we can hear more in the future. Hopefully by the end of the playoffs we'll get more information on how is his legs. Is he able to walk? Is he able to have muscle memory in his legs at all? But we won't know till further on.
All right. I think we can go straight into the playoffs now.
Yep.
All right. So, I believe the first game will be the 4th seed Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Tennessee Titans. Yeah, Titans. They beat the Jaguars. Jaguars didn't even rest their starters, but they just didn't look too competitive with the Titans, and Titans just kind of owned the Jaguars this year. But now the Titans, they are going into Kansas City and looking for that upset win, which they did last season. Remember that they did go into Kansas City late in last season, and they did pull out a win towards the end. Was it Ryan Suckup? Was it?
Yep.
Yeah, kicked the 53-yarder, I think it was. Yeah. I think this game could go either way. One thing I will say, I think these playoffs look a bit more promising than last year's playoffs.
Last year's you could predict easily, okay, this team's winning this one.
I mean,
this year's playoffs, especially the NFC, it's unpredictable.
I mean, the AFC, like, it almost feels safe to guarantee the AFC championship, but at least it looks like it'll be a competitive, when the NFC is looking extremely competitive and extremely fun. But with that said, I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to squeak away with the victory.
They're going to win a game, the first home playoff game in the last, 5 times they lost?
Every time. Something like that, yeah.
I agree. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game, but I honestly won't be surprised if Tennessee wins, knowing how the Chiefs have played in the playoffs in the last recent years. They're not really good come playoff time. They do major turnovers and penalties that cost them the game. But if anything, I think this is when Kareem Hunt is going to prove the reason why he's the leading rusher in the league. He's going to go off in this game.
All right. And then next game on the schedule, at least, we would have the... I want to say, is it the Falcons at Rams? Yep. All right, the 6-seeded Falcons at the 3-seeded Rams in the NFC. Who do you have, Shane?
I have the Rams.
You have
the Rams are a lot better team when they're at home. Considering no one on this Rams team has been in the playoffs. No one has experience in the playoffs, but we've seen past. That usually doesn't mean that you're going to lose. It means you have a lot to fight for, knowing that
it's true.
This quarterback proved Jared Goff. Last year, everyone thought he was a bust, but we didn't know how much talent he would have had. Now he has the talent this year to back him up, and I believe he's going to prove again. This is the reason why I needed talent, and he's going to go out there and defeat the Falcons.
I'm going to agree with you. Also, adding to your statement, Julio hasn't been the healthiest at the end of this season. Neither has Devontae Freeman, I believe.
Nope.
I think that'll catch up to him. This Falcons team is just not as good as last season, if we're being completely honest. Matt Ryan definitely fell back to earth. In my eyes, I think Jared Goff this season has been the better quarterback. I'm going with the better quarterback. Give me the LA Rams to win this game. And we'll move on to the Sunday batch of games. We would have, starting with the 6-seeded Buffalo Bills. Really glad you guys are in the playoffs. Absolutely
Congrats for
awesome.
Breaking the longest streak.
Finally.
Congratulations.
I just want to say this. There have been teams that I've just been like, come on, make the playoffs, please. like I feel bad for you guys. I want you guys to make the playoffs. And then this was the season I'm like, all right, I've kind of given up on that. And like 3 of those teams were Bills, Rams, and the Jaguars. And they all, I gave up on them, and they all make the playoffs finally. I'm happy to see it, though, especially you, Buffalo. Those videos were just awesome to see. I still can't believe the Ravens choked that game to the Bengals of all teams.
And also, there's rumors that Harbaugh could be leaving, could be fired. There's rumors that there's...
I know there's rumors about that. I think he's going to stick around.
I do, too, but, hey... It's the NFL. It's not last for long league.
That's true. That is true. So anyway, the Buffalo Bills, they will be on the road to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, Buffalo, as of now, it's not clear whether or not LaShawn McCoy is going to play, but he's probably not going to be 100% going into this game. And although I think Buffalo has a fighting shot, especially with how lackluster the Jaguars have been the past couple of weeks, I still got to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars because they are just the overall better team, and the Bills' offense are going to be struggling putting points on the board. I think this is going to be a really low-scoring game, period. And even though Jacksonville does have home field advantage, I know the whole bomb cyclone that's going on in the East Coast, I'm pretty sure Florida's being affected by it too, and I believe Jacksonville is one of those cities.
Yep, they're getting snow in Florida, which is everyone's happy.
Yeah. So, I'm just saying, don't be surprised if the Bills win here. They might be in the climate that they're used to. So, it could happen. But I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars as of now.
For me, my heart is telling me the Bills could possibly do this, and I want them to win, but I have to go based off knowledge and facts. It's going to be it's Jacksonville Jaguars. I hate to say it. Jacksonville's got a lot better talent on their defense than the Buffalo Bills do, and the question mark for this Jaguars team is, can Blake Bortles step up in the playoffs? Again, first time in the playoffs, we don't know. The last couple weeks, he has been losing them the games. Their defense has been fine. It's just that he has not been stepping up to help the defense. I believe he's going to step up. I don't know how much, but I think it's going to be a very close game. Won't be surprised if Buffalo wins, though.
All right. Got a comment saying from my brother, actually, need better lighting. So, I mean, it doesn't look bad on screen. I mean, I guess, like, when I'm back here, like, I look a bit darker.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just... I think we should be okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll roll with it for now, but if it looks any worse, let us know. So, final game, we would have the Carolina Panthers 5 seed at the New Orleans Saints, a rivalry game on Wild Card Weekend. Who do you have?
I got the Saints.
You got the Saints?
The Saints are red hot. They got Alvin Kamara, who is going to probably be Rookie of the Year, if not both Kareem Hunt and Alvin Kamara are going to be Rookie of the Years in offense. I just believe the Saints have a lot more to fight for. They have the offense, the running game now this time to at least help them. They have Drew Brees, who's on fire. Their defense is one of the best that we have seen since they won their Super Bowl back in 2008?
09.
09? So they have potentially the better team to probably make it to the NFC Championship at this point.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to agree. I'm going to go with the Saints here. Saints have just owned the Panthers this season. And, I mean, yeah, Carolina's got players back now, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah, I gotta go with the Saints here. I think the Saints are the better team. Better quarterback. Not dissing on Cam, but I take Drew Brees over Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was pretty simple. Yeah, I agree with Alvin Kamara probably being Offensive Rookie of the Year. Kareem Hunt, Juju Smith-Schuster might be runners-up, but I think it'll be Alvin Kamara. I think you gotta go Kamara here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we picked all the games the same, didn't we?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we would have Jacksonville and Kansas City in the AFC,
Mm-hmm.
and NFC we have Rams and Saints.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So none of the wild carders make it out, sadly for them. But so let's go on from here. All right.
Okay.
So that means we would have on the AFC, we would have Kansas City at New England.
Rematch of Week 1 of the season.
Rematch of Week 1. And we would have Jacksonville at Pittsburgh, a game that Pittsburgh would definitely like to take back.
I think, yeah, they would like to take the game that it was at that point of the year. I think it was week 4.
Week 5.
Week 5, sorry.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh didn't know how well this defense. They thought, okay, this is going to be the same Jacksonville team we played in years past. They're not, even though they were undefeated at the time. No one thought, okay, this is Jacksonville. We're not going to lose to them. Now they know Jacksonville. Jacksonville is going, if this is the situation that they're going, to Pittsburgh in the snow, where Ben is great in Pittsburgh. This is going to be a Pittsburgh team that's not going to lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, Antonio Brown is going to be questionable up to the point because we don't know how well he's going to be, if he's going to be near 100%. But we saw it last time. We saw it weeks without Antonio Brown. Pittsburgh was still putting up almost 30 points a game without him. And Martavis Bryant is stepping up, which is good. They're going to need him in the playoffs. I'm picking Pittsburgh to win that game. And for the Patriots and the Chiefs, I'm going to call the upset. The Chiefs beat the Patriots. That is going to be the key upset for them. If they can get Alex Smith on going, if they can get Kareem Hunt, what he did in week 1 against them, and Tyreek Hill going off again, the Patriots are going to be upset, and everyone is going to be majorly surprised.
Heck of an upset. Heck of a prediction there by you. Jacksonville and Pittsburgh, I'm going to say Pittsburgh. Now, Jacksonville has had a history of going into Pittsburgh and sneaking that upset in the playoffs. It happened in 2007, I believe. But I think Pittsburgh, I think they're an emotional team, and I think emotion will play in this game, and they're going to want to avenge themselves. So I got the Steelers winning that one. And Kansas City at New England, you got Kansas City. You have Kansas City ending New England season the way theirs started.
Exactly.
But I say I think Kansas City's season ends where it started, and I think the Patriots are going to get that close win over the Kansas City Chiefs. And so our AFC championships are both. Your AFC championship would be Kansas City at Pittsburgh, and mine would be Pittsburgh at New England. Who would you have winning the AFC championship?
Since it ends another stage where Alex Smith has been before, but in the NFC, I believe at one point he was there.
Yeah.
This is going to be different from him. He's in the AFC. It's in Pittsburgh, where he's been proven in the past. He can't beat Pittsburgh when he's with the Kansas City Chiefs. Pittsburgh has killed him. I believe Pittsburgh's going to go in the game. They're going to obviously think, yes, we beat them before, but I think they're going to lay the throttle down so they can get back to the Super Bowl, because they know if Patriots don't make it to the AFC Championship, it is their time. They have to go and win this game in the first half. I believe Pittsburgh wins and goes to the Super Bowl to win their 7th Lombardi.
Ooh. Okay, well, just skipping the NFC altogether.
Yep.
So I have the Steelers at the Patriots, and I said it. I'm not picking the Steelers to beat the Patriots until I see that they can prove that they can beat them. And you know what? Week 15, in my eyes, they proved that they can beat the Patriots.
Without Antonio Brown. Too.
And without Antonio Brown. That too. But as of now, and I'm saying if this happens down the road, my pick might be the opposite. But as of now, I gotta play it safe. I can't get overexcited, and I have to pick the Patriots.
Understandable.
That's the way it's gotta be right now. They're still the clear favorite in the AFC, and system beats emotion, That Patriots got a system, Steelers got emotion. And keep in mind, that game will be in New England, so the Steelers won't have the same emotion as they would at home. But, to be fair, to Pittsburgh's credit, they were 7-1 on the road this season. So
a lot better than they have been in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mike Tomlin kind of got rid of that, he got rid of that, losing the poor teams. Played them close, but as losing the poor teams with the exception of Chicago in week 3, Mike Tomlin's kind of overcome that this season. New England, of course, not a poor team, but Pittsburgh just not the same team on the road. But this year they've been able to win games, especially when it matters the most. But as of now, I cannot pick them to beat the Patriots. Patriots just got that system. Now, if things are kind of getting screwy in New England between them, we'll get to that point. But as of now, I'm going to take the Patriots, and they will go to their 10th
Super Bowl.
Their 10th AFC championship win.
and their potentially 6th Super Bowl.
And potentially 6th Super Bowl.
The tie Pittsburgh.
So let's look at the NFC. So we both have Saints and the Rams. So that means the Rams would go on the road to the Minnesota Vikings. And I'm going to say it right now. I think the Rams are ready. They're prepared. That's a game they want revenge, and I think they get it. I think the Rams would beat the Vikings in an upset.
Okay. I can see your reasons for that. I still haven't seen a lot for this Rams to prove that they can beat the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
With Kate, we know Sam Bradford is starting to get back into practice. Teddy Bridgewater's been practicing for weeks. So if any chance that the Vikings think that Case Keenum is doing horrible, if he throws a pick or he can't get a third down or anything, they could take him out, bring in the franchise and then Teddy Bridgewater and get the job done. I believe they have proved a lot this season. No one expected the Vikings to let alone win their division, let alone make the playoffs as the number 2 seed.
Granted, we didn't think Aaron Rodgers would get injured either.
Exactly. But I think the Vikings have a lot to prove knowing that they're at home. They know the Super Bowl is going to be in their home. They're going to prove their reasons why they want to have the Super Bowl. They're going to win that game, and it's going to be close.
And then we would have Saints at the Eagles. Oh, man.
I'm just taking the hat for Eagles fans.
Eagles really miss Carson Wentz. I miss Carson Wentz. I feel bad. I really do. Who you got, Shane?
If Carson Wentz was playing, the Eagles fans, I'm sorry to say, you would win handsomely, knowing how you guys been predominantly well with him. But since you have Nick Foles playing, and we've seen the last 2 weeks, they barely beat the Raiders, who are a losing franchise record, and you lost to the Dallas Cowboys, who shouldn't even have been much of a challenge for you, and you let that one get away. Drew Brees is going to go in there and just whip your guys' butts, especially knowing that offense now. Drew Brees is going to win big.
I really want to pick the Eagles. I really, really do. But if Kamara and Ingram are both healthy at that point, and Breeze is still able to roll, even though they'll be in the cold, they got that run game that will, in the end, help them out. And Eagles will really have to rely on their run game. And I don't know, because Eagles' run game, it can be great the one week and then not so good the next week. I think the safe pick would be to take the Saints. I'm going to have to take the Saints. I was going to pick the Eagles, but I can't do it.
And again, for the second time, we disagreed on the divisional rounds.
Okay. Well, we both agreed on the Saints. But
we disagreed on the winners of the next one.
Yeah, that's right. So I would have the Saints at the Rams. Rams would get another home playoff game. I don't know the last time that's happened where both 1 and 2 seeds of the same conference lose.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The last time I don't think that happened was probably never, because usually there's a number 1 or 2 seed in the championship game.
Let's see. So Saints at the Rams. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go Rams. We're gonna have a rematch. Rams and Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
You would have Saints at the Vikings.
Yes, I will.
A rematch of Week 1.
Yep. And also a rematch of the run the Saints had to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
But with Brett Favre, which
that's
started the whole Bounty Gate. But
and then this time it would be in Minnesota, and which means the winner just like, all right, we got nowhere to go. We're just staying here.
We're staying here for a week.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to go with Drew Brees. I think this is Drew Brees' time. He knows that he's potentially, even though I think he got a contract extension, or is he up for contract extension?
I don't know I don't think he's got extended yet. His contract's expiring. And
since now,
not really sure what's going on here, but
till we hear otherwise, we'll assume he doesn't have one.
Mm-hmm.
This is his year. He knows that potentially he might retire at the end of the year, depending on how this playoff season ends. If he can win this game and go to his second Super Bowl, I believe he'll win. I'm picking the Saints to win.
Okay.
But don't be surprised if the Vikings win off home emotion and go to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Never happened before. The farthest the team has gotten was a divisional round. When they're home for the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the Texans last season.
Yep. So I would have Steelers versus the Saints And you will have
I would
Patriots
have
versus the Rams.
Yeah, I'd have Patriots Rams in the Super Bowl 36 rematch.
Yep.
And
first time for the Steelers and Saints to play against each other in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that'd be a fun. That's happened to me in Madden before. I remember specific. It was Madden 12, I think. I remember specifically. I kept restarting the game because I couldn't beat the Saints, and I just couldn't beat them to the point where I'm like, all right, fine, you win. But as for my Super Bowl, Rams Patriots, I'm gonna say Brady and Belichick's final Super Bowl win is just like their first Super Bowl win against the Rams. I'm going to take the New England Patriots winning their 6th Lombardi.
For this is a big moment for Ben to redeem his last Super Bowl loss with 45 against a quarterback who potentially could be up the argument for one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in Aaron Rodgers. He's now going against one of the greatest now. Top 3 in passing yards in career, and Drew Brees. I have to say, if everything works well in Pittsburgh's favor on defense, if their defense can step up big, because we know the offense is going to be fine, depending on if everyone's healthy come Super Bowl time, I think Pittsburgh's going to win. Ben will get his 3rd ring that he wanted so badly, and Ben will announce at the Super Bowl, I'm retiring, and walk off in the Blades of Glory.
All right. So I got Patriots, you got Steelers. All right, so those are our playoff predictions. Let's see how much time we got on here. A little over 25 minutes. Okay. Any few things you want to say before we sign off?
I also like to wish everyone have a great playoff run for all the teams. I know you guys have fought hard to get here, especially Buffalo. We know you've been giving stuff to Andy Dalton this past couple of weeks. Good for you. But you guys, bless all the teams who made playoffs for the first time in a while. Congratulations to you all. Congratulations to potential offensive, or if they had an improved player of the year, Jared Goff. Congratulations if they have that award for you. Man of the year is going to go to J.J. Watt. Congratulations. And hope to see you guys in next week at Division Round so we get our next week's picks.
Who's your MVP?
If Carson Wentz was playing still, he will be MVP. If Antonio Brown was playing, he could be MVP. But based off now, it's between Tom Brady and Todd Gurley the third. And second now? I thought he was the third.
No, he's the second.
Second?
Mm-hmm. We're used to all the thirds being in football. But...
Yeah, exactly. I have to go with Tom Brady because it's Tom Brady. Tom Brady's the MVP every year except for those occasional years where he's off. But I want, in all honesty, Todd Gurley should win this award based off how he did this season to help his team get into the playoffs as the number 3 seed.
I'm going to say it's going to go to Tom Brady. I think it should go to Tom Brady. Brady.
Brady all the way.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Carson Wentz because, if you want to talk about value, without him, Eagles have no shot now. Might want to give it to Wentz still.
But we'll see come the week before the Super Bowl if...
Yeah, because when it comes to most valuable player, it's... When you take them off the team, team's falling apart.
Very broad.
That's why I wouldn't give it to Antonio Brown now, because we saw the last couple of weeks, Steelers receivers have been stepping up. Rams, Gurley didn't play against the Niners, and Niners destroyed them. So, maybe. And, Brady,
Take Brady out.
Take Brady out. Take Brady out now. You just got Hoyer.
Yeah. And we know how Hoyer has been with teams.
Now granted, New England's a great system and all, which is why Brady might not get it. But then again, Brady's just Brady. You know? All right. Well, I think we wrapped this one up pretty nicely. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next week for divisional round predictions. We'll see where everything goes. Once again, your winner of the regular season pick'em was Shane DeVoe, and I am the runner-up, Austin Peffer. And we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.
See ya.
All right. And